We're going to get on a bus to do this?
We're going to get on a bus to go to Africa. What's wrong with you?
From here,
you can take a bus to Africa.
Oh. This one time.
So, this one time.
This one time?
You know what? This one time.
This one time.
Oh my God, this one time?
The podcast.
Got an email question this week, my love, from Tiffany Perez. She writes, "Hi, Shivo," and I'm not going to do it in the fake girl accent because I'm just not into that today. She says, "Hi, Shivo. I recently saw a map on the internet," which I have closed to this email message, titled "The World According to Americans. Since you are American world travelers, I would like to get your personal perspective of the map, especially the statements related to the countries you have already visited. Looking forward to your response. Thank you very much, Tiffany from Puerto Rico," is where Tiffany is from. Now, obviously, you can't see this map, but we'll put a link to the map in the show notes. So if you're listening, just scroll into your listening notes, which should be in the app. If not, get a better podcast app and click on this map.
That's a great question, Tiffany. Thanks for asking. I'm Sheila D.
And I am Evo Terra. We are Shivo. You are listening to This One Time, the podcast. Now, this map, my love, which the people listening right now should have pulled up on their phones.
Yes.
Tiffany's question was, what about the commentary around this? So I'll describe it because I know some of you are driving. Some of you are too lazy to follow instructions and click through.
Do not offend our listeners.
It's only the one person I was talking to, and you know who you are. So this is a map where Americans have, I guess it's supposedly making fun of the fact that Americans don't know about things. So here's the one for Europe, for example. Everything in the far eastern side of Europe and into Asia is called just commies. The area of Turkey is called Thanksgiving meal. France is smelly people. England is just the word mummy. There's a variety of things like that. If you go over to the Asian side of things, India is yoga, for example. You get the picture. You kind of get what this is all about. For some reason in South America, Brazil is listed as the land of no pubes. I guess for a Brazilian wax is the idea. So,
yes.
So anyhow, this is the map in question, my love. And Tiffany would like to know how we feel about it in general, and also I think she's asking, do our experiences into some of these countries we have been to match the expectation listed by the Americans? What do you think?
I haven't checked the South American. I've met several South Americans.
Okay.
But I have not checked them.
I understand what you're saying now. All right. Well, that's one way to go down that path. Yes.
So, pick a spot. Would Thailand work?
Yes, Thailand.
Okay.
Thailand is here, and of course, Thailand is you shouldn't be too terribly surprised. On this map, it shows up as sex slaves. But it's not just Thailand. I mean, they've got Thailand, they've got Myanmar, and they've got Laos and Cambodia. All of that is mixed together just as one big area that says sex slave. And right above that is the People's Republic of Chinatown. So this is not a nice map.
No, it's not a nice map. And I think that there's more to those areas, Thailand included, than the sex slaves. There's so much more.
You think?
I mean, well, yes. Are you going to be an ass on the show?
No, please continue.
So I think it's a part of, so you have the sexpats and then you also have human trafficking that happens. And so it is a little bit of part of the culture, but there's so much more. And the people that are in those countries are just amazing.
Well, like anything, I think this map has a bit of a grain of truth to it. But to me, it speaks less about these locations, like all of Southeast Asia, or at least Laos, Cambodia, Myanmar, and Thailand, all mixed as a sex slave. I think it speaks more to, and her question is more about, so is this really the way Americans view the world? And how has our opinions as Americans changed as we have traveled the world is what she's looking for. Now, I have a theory on that. I have a theory that the Americans that look at this map have no idea what any of these countries are really called.
They've never been out of their armchair.
I think if you ask most Americans that don't travel, which, by the way, is most Americans, they would have a tough time naming more than, I'm going to go with 5 countries and
Probably.
properly placing them on a map.
Yeah.
They've got Canada. They can nail Canada every single time. They can nail Mexico every single time.
Proximity.
After that, it's questionable. I would bet you they'd get Brazil. If you showed them a map without any names on it whatsoever and just had the country lines drawn, they could probably point to Brazil.
Right.
What they would not be able to do is have an approximation of where the actual boundaries of Brazil would be.
Right.
No way you would be able to do that. And I think if you went over to Europe, well, actually, let's stick with in the North American and South American continent, that hemisphere, that half of the world. I think they could probably get Cuba.
Right.
And I was thinking maybe Jamaica.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Or maybe the Bahamas.
Yeah, they could probably find the Bahamas if they could find them on a damn map, but
Right.
just because there's little small specks. That they could probably get.
Right.
I think when it comes to Europe,
Oh, yeah.
England and Iceland, everything else is a question mark.
Maybe Ireland.
Okay, sure, but they
Yeah.
would just roll that whole thing together
Right.
because there's no way they're going to get the difference between is that the Ireland that's its own individual country or is it the Ireland that's part of England for some strange reason? I don't think anybody gets that. But, I'm making fun of Americans here. I think I was that way.
Yeah.
Even today, even have traveling through, I can certainly pick out a lot more countries now.
Right.
But prior to this trip, I could have named England. I probably could have also put Spain, Portugal, and France.
Right.
I would not have been able to... I know Norway, Finland, and Sweden. I don't know which one goes on each label, where it actually goes, but I could name you the 3 countries that are Norway, Finland, and Sweden. Forget anything in the Middle East.
Right.
Sorry, don't do it. Forget anything on the continent of Africa.
Yeah.
Couldn't name a single country. Probably still can't. South Africa. Got it.
You're good.
I can do that one. I can do, India, yes.
Right.
Yes, I could nail Russia.
China.
Yes, I could get China. I could probably even get Mongolia.
Japan. I could get
Easily
Japan.
get Japan. What about, how about Korea?
I don't know if I could have.
All right. I would have got Korea. And even properly North and South. I would have properly labeled North and South Korea. Good for me.
So proud of you.
I know, yeah. No way I could have found Thailand.
Or Burma, Myanmar,
Nope.
Laos, Cambodia.
Nope. I probably would I've gotten Vietnam. I don't know. Armed without any other referencing points, I don't know. I'm not sure that I
Probably
would have gotten
not.
it properly.
Yeah.
Philippines, yes. Would have had the
Yeah.
Philippines. Australia, no problem.
Right.
Papua New Guinea, for some weird reason, I know.
You know?
I know the shape of Papua New Guinea. I don't know why. One of those weird damn things that won't get out of my head.
And Europe is, they bundle together. Like there's so many little spots
Right.
together. So
Right.
that's really a tough one. And I don't think like Africa, we don't really study it in school at all. And so
Well, we as a culture talk about Africa as a continent.
Yeah.
We just think about African people. What?
right.
Can you imagine that from North America? I mean, we have just in North America proper, you've got 3 really big countries. You got Canadians and Americans. Great. We look alike and we sound alike. They're not going to become mad when they get mixed in with us, right?
Right.
But then you got Mexico that's
Right.
mixed inside of it. Now we're talking about pretty serious changes across
Right.
people. South America, half of the continent speaks Portuguese, half of them speaks Spanish. Quite
Right.
different people that go around there. But all of Africa, it's gigantic, right? I mean, it's a
It's
huge
huge.
country. It fits almost all of Asia, all of North and South America fits inside of Africa.
Right.
But we still talk about it as one big lump because we're dumb. We just don't. We just don't get it. We don't see those things a lot. So to me, I think what this map says about us is it's probably pointing out some of the. I think it's less about Americans are a bunch of racists and don't get anything. All those things may be true, but I think if you ask the average American to point out
Geography.
India on a map, too many of them would have a tough time
Yeah.
doing it. And I wonder, is that unique to us? And the answer to that question is no. I
Yo,
really
gosh, no.
wanted to
Yeah.
go on the street and interview a bunch of Thai people with a blank map and have them name as many countries as they can. And I bet the number is small.
Yeah.
They would definitely get Myanmar. They would definitely get Cambodia. They get everything next door. They would get everything that's adjacent to them, just like we Americans can get Mexico and Canada every time with near 100% accuracy. But I think after that, it would be just as non-existent for many of them.
Do you think that's the same for Europeans?
That's the big question.
Because I would say the answer is no. I think they're much more travel-oriented. They know more about the areas they go to and things like that. They travel more.
I would think the answer to the question for the continental Europeans, people who actually live on the actual continent themselves, my assumption is that they are going to be better at this game than somebody like England, for example. But I think a lot of it has to do with, as you mentioned, the relative travelness of that person.
Yeah.
Have they done it? And probably not. Now, again, Europe is going to be a little different because that's a lot of small areas close together.
Yep.
You might have 9 different neighbors. Who knows what the borders are touching? I think, like Americans, we've got to, as kids, damn it, we have 50 states and capitals to memorize.
Right.
Every child must do this. We can't think beyond that. Where in Europe, less. Even the countries that have individual states in them, like the semi-autonomous areas of Spain, right?
Yeah.
Great. You learn those, but you've got more room in your head for other things as well. So you might as well know a little bit more about your area. I bet you if you ask the average Spaniard, name and properly put on a map 3 countries in Africa, for example, nope, would not be able to. Morocco, got it. That's it.
I think you need to go on location and figure it out.
Let's go. Get on the bus, and we will try to do that.
We're going to get on a bus to do this?
We're going to get on a bus to go to Africa. What's wrong with you?
From
here,
here,
you can take a bus to Africa. Actually, you could do that because they are connected. That would be a bus ride.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so at all. So, any more to add?
I think I'm good.
Tiffany, thank you very much for your question. I believe we properly answered your question.
Well, I think we answered the question. I don't know if we properly answered it.
Hey, properly answered the question. If you want to play along at home, I'll put links to these maps that you found in the show notes so you can have that. And if you would like to ask questions of the two of us, much like Tiffany did, yes, you can send us an email, as she has done, or, as I much prefer, if you go to shivo.wtf/call-us, you can leave us a quick little voicemail. You can do it from your computer. You can do it from your phone. Just go to shivo.wtf/call-us and leave us a 90-second little question, and we will get to it right away.
Our show this one time would not be possible without support from people like you. If you think our show is worthy of your financial support, Patreon makes it super easy.
Go to shivo.wtf/Patreon to get signed up. Now listen, we have some people who have been supporting us for years. And those people, because they are so stinking awesome, are getting a special gift from us. It is in the mail, or will be as soon as I get this done, to them. And they are going to love this thing. It's a special, extra, one-of-a-kind gift for their longtime support. Hopefully we continue this trend in future years. So, please, if you can, lend us your support at shivo.wtf/Patreon. And when we come around to the next special gift, why, you can be on the list as well.
I think you should give the other one as well.
Oh, that's true. You can also go to shivo.wtf/postcards and get on that list. Separate. Yeah, I know. We're weird. We do things in a weird way. But if you want to get a postcard from us this month and next month and every month ongoing as we travel around the world, announcements about that coming up very soon, go to shivo.wtf/postcards and get signed up on that list. Yay! All of them. All the lists you should be on.
Just get on the list.
Get onto the list.
Stop it now. Our music is by Valea.
Thanks for listening, listener. I am Evo Terra.
And I'm Sheila D.
For more about us, from us, especially about that little thing I just teased about a special announcement, that's coming next week. So if you are not yet subscribed to the program, you want to get subscribed so you find out what special things are happening next week. What are you listening on right now? There's a button right there. Click it. So it says subscribe. That's what you want to do. See you guys next week. Bye.